Alright guys, welcome to another session of the code trailers. My name is Kweku Bright from CodeCue Academy, and today we are going to be talking about how websites are laid out. Okay, so this particular code trailer was requested by Patrick Lama. He is one of our August Web Development Bootcamp participants, and he wants to know how to develop a full website. So by a full website, he means something that he can actually develop for somebody for money, or even host online for other people to access. This is a huge topic, as you know, and we cannot address it all in a single code trailer. So we are going to be doing some series of code trailers on this topic until we cover it fully. Great. So even before we start the actual coding work, I want you to understand how websites are laid out. And by that, what I mean is how we position stuff on website. This will help you appreciate more when we start doing the actual coding. So the first thing I want you to notice is anytime you are writing HTML code, you are laying out your website. Anytime you are writing HTML code, you are positioning elements on particular places on your web page. Okay, great. Now we have been talking about Bootstrap for some time now, so it is fair that we focus on laying out our website using Bootstrap. Okay, great. So this is what you have to know about the Bootstrap framework. Bootstrap uses containers, rows, and columns to lay out elements on the web page. Bootstrap uses containers, rows, and columns to lay out elements on the web page. So what you see on screen right now is a sample web page image that I have created to help you understand the topic in this code trailer very well. So in your body tag, we talked about it in our August Web Development Bootcamp, that is where you start writing your code in your body tag, your code for the web page. Okay, so the hash region you see in the image here represents the body of your web page, or let me say the body tag. Okay, that represents the body of your web page. Now in Bootstrap, right in your body, the first line of code you want to write is to what? Create a container. Okay, so the container is the white region we see in the image on screen. Now the container holds all the other elements of our web page. As we said, Bootstrap uses containers, rows, and columns to lay out web page. Now in your container, you can start creating your rows, and your row will hold elements, specific elements on your web page. So the row is the brown area that we see on the screen. So every brown region or rectangle is a row. So row 1, which is here at the top, is holding the menu bar, as you can see. So we create a row to hold the menu bar, and then row 2 holds 2 columns. Okay, these columns can hold, let's say, a video on the left and then some text talking about the video on the right. So a video here and then text description here. This is good for maybe about us content. So if it's an organization that you are developing the website for, right after the header section, which will be row 1 with the menu bar and maybe a slider, you come to row 2, which you divide into 2 columns. Column 1 having a video overview about the organization, and then column 2 having some brief text description about the organization with a read more button. Okay, great. So when we have laid out our page like that, we may want to come to another row. So we create another row, and then that row we can divide it into 3 columns. Okay, so with this kind of layout, we can feature 3 services that the company offers. Okay, so in row 3 we have maybe web design services, graphic design services, and maybe social media advertisement service. So if you see, each row is holding specific elements, and there is kind of like specific information that each row holds. Row 1 holds the menu bar and maybe the slider. Row 2 maybe about us content. Row 3 holds what we do content. Are you getting it? Great. So this is how we lay out web page using Bootstrap. It's very simple. If you declare your core HTML structure in your body, the first thing you want to do is to create a container. Okay, now after creating the container, you will use rows to define how you want your website to lay out. Now you use columns to divide the rows so that you can lay out content side by side. Okay, so this is all about laying out a website using Bootstrap. In the next code trailer, we are actually going to see the code version of this. We talked about creating containers, creating rows, creating columns. How is it done actually with code? Now that we understand the concept, we are ready to see how it works in code. So join me in the next code trailer. Let's see how we can actually create this kind of layout using Bootstrap's container, row, and column classes. I hope you enjoyed this code trailer, and I hope I was able to help you understand this topic of laying out websites using Bootstrap. In other series of code trailers, we are going to write actual codes to lay out stuff like this. But if you have any feedback on this particular code trailer, or you have any comment for us, feel free to message us in the group or visit our Facebook page, facebook.com/CodeCue Academy. Thanks a lot for joining me in this code trailer. I look forward to creating more interesting ones for you going forward. Bye.